Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 signing day here for Westminster Athletics, presented by Westminster WCAT. I'm Jack Hunter, and I will be joined by Mary Louise Rogers and Mason McGarrity, the duo that make up M&M Talk, to hear the thoughts of the 24 student athletes that will be signing their letters of intent to pursue their sport at the collegiate level at the most prestigious universities across the country. Obviously, this is an odd time right now. Me being a member of the class of 2020 and a spring student athlete myself can feel the pain of our signees today of wearing the green and white for the last time without even realizing it and not getting to finish something that they started 4 years ago in the 9th grade. However, today is about celebrating the fact that they will be continuing their sport past Westminster at some of the most prestigious universities and best athletic programs across the country in their respective sports. Before we begin today's ceremony and figure out where everyone's headed, we're going to send it to recruiting coordinator and assistant athletic director Marty Wild.
Hello, and welcome to our 2020 signing day event. Before we get started, there are a few people I need to thank. First of all, Zach Darling. Coach, thank you so much for all your hard work and dedication to this event. Without you, none of this would be possible. To Katie Trainer, Justin Abraham, thank you guys. To our award-winning WCAT family, you always make everything so special here at the Big W, and we can't thank you enough for that. And finally, to our families of our signees and to our signees. To our signees, you are the cream of the crop. Well done. This is your special day. Thank you for making Westminster Athletic Department one of the best in the nation. To the families of our signees, thank you for sharing your student athletes with us for the last few years, and thank you for your dedication to our program. And now to the event. Welcome. It's a great day to be a Wildcat. We hope you enjoy it. WCAT, take it away.
These next three signees from the varsity baseball team are very close to me, having played with them all the way since the age of 4 or 5. The first one has been a menace, a terror, a threat, a slugger, an all-star since the age of 4, and his name is Parks Harbor, and he will be signing with the University of Georgia to continue his baseball career in the SEC. Parks was a 4-year starter and a 4-year member of Coach Laney's varsity baseball squad and broke onto the scene his freshman year when he hit 5 home runs in one playoff series versus GAC. And ever since then, it's gone up from there. Despite being injured his junior season and having his senior season cut short, Parks will finish tied for the all-time home run lead at Westminster with class of 2016 member Rankin Woolley, and he will be joining one of the best programs, not only in the SEC, but in the country, and will be joining Coach Scott Strickland's squad at the University of Georgia. Here is Mason McGarrity with Parks on why he chose the University of Georgia.
Thanks, Jack. We're so excited to be part of this special day for all of our student athletes. Now, Parks, you're one of our first male athletes to commit. What made you so drawn to the University of Georgia so early?
What drew me to Georgia was the beautiful campus and awesome coaches and a top-notch baseball facility. And on top of that, I've been a Georgia fan my whole life, so when I had the opportunity to continue my baseball career there, it was a no-brainer for me.
That's awesome. We're so proud of you. And we know you'll have plenty of Westminster fans up in Athens. Go Dogs!
Thank you, Mason. Our next student athlete is William Liebrook, who will be signing to catch and play first base at Harvard University. William was a 3-year member and a 2-year starter for Coach Laney's squad and played travel ball for 643 DP. William was a 2-time perfect game preseason All-American and was a member of Team Georgia in the 11th grade and is going to quite the university up there in Massachusetts. Here is Mary Louise Rogers on why William chose an Ivy League school in Harvard.
Now our next question is for William. William, what stood out to you the most about playing for an Ivy school and more specifically Harvard?
I think the thing that stuck out to me most about playing at Ivy was obviously the unmatched education they were able to provide while I'm able to still do what I love, and the effectiveness in which they do so. And by that I mean how successful a lot of their teams are, and they're still providing that same education. The tradition behind that is really cool, and that really stuck out to me. And then for Harvard specifically, just the family-like atmosphere within the players, the coaches, and the team in general. It seemed really special. It was a really tight-knit group, and especially coming off of an Ivy League championship and all the hype around that, and just everybody just continually getting better. It was something that I wanted to be part of.
Congratulations, William. We can't wait to see you continue both your academic and athletic career in Crimson next year.
Thanks, Mary Louise. Our third signee and our final signee for the varsity baseball program is Joel Williams, who will be pitching for Florida A&M University in Tallahassee next year. Joel was a 2-year member of the team and is excited to attend Florida A&M because it'll allow him to continue his 2 passions, music and sports. Here is Mason with Joel on why he made the decision to head down south to Tallahassee.
Joel, what were the deciding factors that made you want to choose Florida A&M for the next 4 years?
One of the biggest things when I was deciding where I wanted to go in the college process was the versatility of the school. I wanted to make sure that not only did they have my major, but I could see myself going there. And I think that I've had a couple family members go to FAMU in the past, and I think after visiting the campus and after looking at the curriculum and seeing what they have to offer, it was the best decision for me and for my future.
That's great. Congratulations, Joel.
Thank you, Mason. Our lone basketball assignee is number 3, a point guard, Davis Smith, who will be signing to play for Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans up there in East Lansing, Michigan. Davis was a 2-year member and a 1-year starter of the varsity basketball team for Coach Malloy. In his senior season, he led the Cats to a 2 seed in the Region 5 AAA and led the Cats to a home playoff game for the first time in a few seasons. Michigan State has always been in his blood, as his dad, Steve, played for the Spartans from 1988 to 1991 and left the school as the school's all-time leading scorer. His brother, Braden, also the class of 2017, attends Michigan State University. Let's send it to Mary Louise Rogers, who has more on how it feels for Davis to be attending his dream school, Michigan State University.
Davis, can you tell us about your family's long-standing connections to the Michigan State Spartans?
My family has a long history with Michigan State. My dad's from Michigan, grew up in the state of Michigan. My brother went to Michigan State. He's going to be a senior next year, and I'm going to play basketball next year. So we have a long history, and we always bleed green.
Congratulations, Davis, and we can't wait to see you continue your family's legacy at Michigan State.
Thank you, Mary Louise. Now let's move on to our 2 football signees, starting first with number 10, a linebacker and a long snapper, Will Benton, who will be signing with Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas, to play linebacker and long snapper for the Mustangs. Benton was a 2-year starter at long snapper, and in his senior season at linebacker accumulated and led the team with 88 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 4 pass breakups, and 3 fumble recoveries. Here's Mason, who will be rivals with Will next year as a TCU Horned Frog, on his decision.
Will, I know that long snapping can be a very difficult position to play. So what made SMU stand out when deciding where to continue your athletic career?
What made SMU stand out to me was, out of all the schools that I visited, it was where I felt most at home, most comfortable. I'm really excited to get up there. All the coaches that I've met are very friendly and nice. One of the youngest coaching staffs in college football, and all the players that I've met as well have been awesome, fun to be around. So I'm really excited to meet the rest of them too.
That's great, and coaching staff is very important. But we can't wait to see you on September 9th when our TCU Horned Frogs come down to SMU.
Go Frogs!
Thank you, Mason. Our final football signee is Will Hallmark, who will be signing to play receiver and running back for the Furman Paladins next year. Hallmark was a 4-year member of the varsity football team, and in his senior season played everywhere from quarterback, running back, wide receiver, defensive back, kick returner, and punt returner, showing his extreme versatility. Hallmark accumulated over 1,400 yards through passing, rushing, receiving, and returning his senior season and will make a big impact for the Paladins next year. Here is Mary Louise Rogers with Will on his decision to take his talents to Furman.
Will, you played multiple different positions your senior year. Where did the Furman coaches see you playing next year?
Yeah, so getting moved to quarterback this year for my senior season was a really great opportunity and a really great experience for me because it was different because I'd played running back all my life and then played slot receiver my junior year. So playing a new position for senior year was definitely really different, but it was also a great chance to really improve my football knowledge and skills. And so going into Furman next year, I'll be coming in as like a running back tailback, but also wouldn't be surprised if I got moved and played some slot receiver as well because their offense sets up to have their running backs run many routes, so it kind of works great for what I've done in high school at Westminster. Rolled ins.
Congratulations, Will. We can't wait to see you in the Paladins uniform next year. Good luck.
Thank you, Mary Louise. Now let's move on to our two golf signees, first starting with David Dickey, who will be signing to play golf with the Furman Paladins at Furman University next year. Dickey is the second member of the class of 2020 to sign with Furman behind Will Hallmark, and is the second member of his family to sign with Furman behind class of 2019 member Sam Lape, who is also on the golf team for the Paladins. Dickey will join Lape and also class of 2016's Keller Harper to make up quite the powerhouse of a SoCon golf squad next year. They'll have many Wildcats swinging at the links for Furman. Here is Mason with David.
David, as a good friend to both me and Amel, we've both known how excited you were to play golf at the collegiate level. So what made Furman the right choice for you?
So I actually chose Furman for a lot of reasons, but some of the main ones were that it has a great golf team combined with great academics, so it's a great mix for me. It's pretty close to home, and I didn't want to go too far away from home. My cousin Sam plays there already, and I've always grown up playing golf with him. And the coach is fantastic. He's pretty new, but he played on the PGA Tour for a few years, and he really knows the game of golf well, and I really think I could prosper underneath him.
That's awesome, David, and we know you're going to have a blast playing alongside your cousin and Keller Harper in his 5th year.
Our final signee is Walker McPhail, who is signing with Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Walker, that's a great choice. I'll see you up there, my man. Walker is a 2-time state champ, a 2019 first-team All-State recipient, and the 2020 recipient of the Larry Nelson Scholarship for his work in the community. Here is Mary Louise with our latest general, Walker McPhail.
Walker, WNL is a favorite destination for Westminster students. Are you excited to have these fellow Wildcats on campus next year?
I'm really excited to have some familiar faces going to school with me next year. Special shout out to WCAT's own Jack Hunter. Go Generals.
That's awesome, Walker. We can't wait to see you and the fellow Wildcats around Lexington next year.
Now let's recognize our 3 lacrosse signees. First starting with midfielder Ryan Chambliss, who is signing to play lacrosse at Swarthmore College. Ryan was a captain this season and was an integral part of the 2019 state championship team. Ryan started playing lacrosse in 1st grade and is an AP Scholar and an Eagle Scout. Congrats, Ryan. Here's Mason McGarrity with the newest Swarthmore signee, Ryan Chambliss.
So Ryan, you're headed up north to play lacrosse. So why was Swarthmore the one for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. First off, I got to visit the school back in 2014 when my brother was looking, and even though he didn't pick there, I decided that it was a great place for me because I just love the campus and everything. And then the fact that it was one of the best liberal arts schools in the country was also rather important. But even after all of that, the fact that I got to visit the school relatively unannounced, I went with my mom after a lacrosse tournament, and I got to talk to the coach. He didn't even know that I was coming, but I walked into his office. I was like, "Hey, coach, I'm Ryan Chambliss," and he was like, "Oh, hey, Ryan." And even after that, he stopped what he was doing. He ended up giving me my own personalized tour around campus, and the fact that he did that, even though he had other stuff to do, just made me feel like I was a priority at the campus, at the school. And so I just thought that that was the best place for me at that moment. And, I've been happy there ever since.
That's great. Good luck, and we can't wait to see all you do up there.
Thanks, Mason. Our next signee is Will Graves, who is signing to play lacrosse at Haverford College up in Pennsylvania next year. Will be joining Ryan as a part of the Centennial Conference next year, as both Haverford and Swarthmore share a conference. Graves was also a captain this year and also served a key role in the 2019 state championship lacrosse team. Here's Mary Louise with Will Graves on his decision to commit to D3 and to commit to Haverford College.
Will, what caused you to choose Haverford as the place to continue your academic and athletic career?
I chose Haverford because it kind of met the criteria of school I was looking for. It's Division III, it's in a great location in Philly, good program, great academic school, so it kind of checked all those boxes, and I really like the coach as well. He's a great guy, so I'm already pretty excited to go up there and get going with those guys. It'll be interesting to be in the same conference, but rivals with Ryan Chambliss, for as long as I can remember, I've been kind of on every team with him, fall, spring, summer, all of it. So he's really been kind of a part of my journey, and so it'll be interesting to play against him for the first time, but I'm looking forward to it. So go Forwards.
Congratulations, Will, and we can't wait to see you play Ryan Chambliss next year, as y'all will be in the same conference.
Our last signee is Paul Wethington, who is signing to play lacrosse at Princeton. Paul Wethington, otherwise known as Paul Wetherington by the NFHS network, is highly heralded and is most well known for his hectic and heroic goal to tie the game in the 2019 state championship lacrosse game that led to an overtime win for the Cats. Paul was Westminster's Male Athlete of the Year this year, was an all-region running back for Coach Romberg's football team in the fall, and is an all-state lacrosse player. Despite being so good at football, he chose lacrosse in college and he chose Princeton, and we have Mason McGarrity with Paul to figure out why.
Paul, we've seen you do big things not only on the lacrosse field, but also in the football field. So is there any chance you might play two sports like Westminster grad Chase Williams?
As of right now, I'm not really sure. Kind of take it day by day, year by year.
Well, we can't wait to see what happens. Good luck, Paul.
Our lone rowing signee is Sarah Grace Allen, who is signing with Smith College up in Northampton, Massachusetts. Next year, she'll be rowing for the Pioneers in the New England Women's and Men's Athletic Conference. Sarah Grace has rowed since her entrance into high school and was involved in orchestra, girls, and spectrum at Westminster. Here's Mary Louise with Sarah Grace on her decision to commit to Smith College.
Sarah Grace, what stood out to you the most that swayed you to choose Smith College?
The two things that swayed me in choosing Smith were the positive team culture and the rigorous academics.
Congratulations, Sarah Grace. We are so excited that you found that positive team culture that you wanted.
Thank you, Mary Louise. Now let's move on to our 5 girls soccer signees, first starting with Maggie Graham, who is signing her letter of intent to play soccer for the Duke Blue Devils out of the ACC next year. She will join her sister Delaney, class of 2018, to form an impeccable dynamic duo on the pitch for the Blue Devils next year, and we have Mason McGarrity standing by with Maggie Graham to discuss her decision to join her sister and to join the Blue Devils in the ACC.
Maggie, only a few years ago, your sister Delaney was being asked why she chose Duke to continue her soccer career. But I want to know why you chose Duke and why you think it's the school for you.
I've always wanted to go to Duke ever since I was a little kid after I went to my first summer soccer camp there. I fell in love with the campus and the school once I was a little older and knew what I was looking for. Duke has always been my dream school, but I think I chose it in the end because I knew it was the right fit for me, being one of the best academic and athletic programs in the ACC. My sister being there is just an added bonus.
That's awesome. It'll be great to see you and your sister back on the field together.
Our next signee is Tyler McCamey, who is signing with Princeton University to be a goalkeeper for the Lady Tigers soccer team next year. Tyler has been playing soccer since the age of 3 and has played 5 sports in her time at Westminster, including being the goalie on the 2017 girls soccer state championship team. Here's Mary Louise on Tyler's decision to head up to Princeton and to the Ivy League.
Tyler, you recently voted most likely to become a professional athlete for this year's yearbook senior superlatives. Do you think Princeton will put you on that route to become a professional athlete in the future?
Considering the strength of Princeton's program and the work that the coaches put in, they've sent many players to play professionally in leagues around the world. So I'm confident that if I wanted to play professionally after college, I'd be able to do that considering Princeton's record and how hard the coaches work to be able to set their players up for that in the future.
Congratulations, Tyler. We can't wait to watch you kill it as a Princeton Tiger, and hopefully we'll see you in the professional soccer league one day.
Our next signee is Reilly Patton, who is signing with Davidson College. Patton will go from a Westminster Wildcat to a Davidson Wildcat next fall. As a Westminster Wildcat, Reilly achieved a lot, including multiple state titles and being named a captain this year. Her mascots are carrying over, and hopefully her immense success will as well. Here's Mason with Reilly Patton on choosing to play D1 soccer not too far away from home.
Reilly, now that you're an alumni, I bet you hear once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat pretty regularly. But this statement actually stays true for you since Davidson is home of the Wildcats. Other than the mascot, what made Davidson the college for you?
For me, Davidson is the one place that I visited that truly made me feel like I was at home from the moment that I stepped on a campus. Davidson's also very similar to Westminster in more ways than just the mascot, as the red brick buildings and tight-knit community makes it feel like a natural next step after attending Westminster. While Davidson is known for its rigorous academics and competitive athletics, I think what I'm most excited for is to be surrounded by the incredible people and places that it has to offer.
That's awesome. We wish you good luck at Davidson and continue saying go Wildcats.
Our next signee is Tori Penn, who's signing with the Dogs, the University of Georgia, to continue her soccer career over there in Athens, Georgia. Penn was a four-sport athlete, including playing soccer while being a gymnast in the spring season under mom and coach Sandy White. Penn was a 10-time state championship winner in her time in high school and won the Golden Boot Award all 3 seasons that she played soccer, and was also the Westminster Female Athlete of the Year award winner this year. Here's Mary Louise Rogers with Tori.
Tori, I know that you've been a huge Georgia fan for a long time, so what other factors made you want to commit to Georgia and become a Bulldog?
Hi. Yes, I grew up a huge Georgia fan. Both of my parents went there, and I grew up going to football games and just cheering on the Dogs. So when my recruitment process started, that was definitely my driving interest in Georgia. But I think I decided on committing to the school mostly for being able to see myself fit into the soccer program there more than anything. I think being a previous diehard Bulldog fan definitely added to excitement to when I committed and stuff, but it wasn't the only reason I went.
Congratulations, Tori, and good luck as you start your next chapter as a Georgia Bulldog. Go Dogs!
Thank you, Mary Louise. Our last, certainly not least, soccer signee is Alex Wagner, who is signing to play soccer at Vanderbilt University, an SEC rival of Tori and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alex has been playing soccer since the age of 3 and was a 4-sport athlete at Westminster, including being a 2-time state champion. She will join Westminster alumni Reagan Kelly and Ella Schamberger up there in the SEC for one of the best programs in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Those are our soccer signees, and we've got Alex Wagner standing by with Mason McGarrity.
Alex, are you still in touch with Westminster grads Ella and Reagan, who were seen on Vandy's SEC champion team last fall?
So yes, we do still keep in contact, which is really cool because as a freshman, I really remember just looking up to both Reagan and Ella, especially on the Westminster soccer team and going into state because they're really good leaders. So I'm very excited to be playing with them once again at Vanderbilt. So anchor down.
That's great. I know y'all have a blast playing together, and we wish you good luck in your next 4 years at Vanderbilt.
Thanks, Eminem, and thanks, Jack. I'm Reilly O'Neill with WCAT, and I'll be stepping in for the next couple of sports. Our first swimming and diving athlete to commit to play at the next level is senior captain Peter Bernat. Peter's been swimming for 14 years and will now continue his craft at Washington and Lee University. Congratulations, Peter, and now to Eminem talk.
Peter, I know WNL is quite the family school for you, as both your dad went there, your older sister goes there, and your twin sister will be going there next year with you. Was that the main factor influencing you to continue your swimming career at WNL?
My sister and father really had no impact on my decision to go to WNL, mainly because I was looking for a tight community and a place I could swim at, and my twin sister decided to go to WNL only after I decided to commit there for swimming.
Well, congratulations, Peter. We can't wait to see you swim as a general next year.
Truly a family affair. Next up is our second swimmer, Connor Haynes. Connor was named a USA Swimming Academic All-American. He's been in the pool for 13 years, and he's got 4 more ahead of him at the University of Notre Dame. Congratulations to both Connor and his family, and let's hear from him now.
Connor, now I feel like Notre Dame is quite the cold place to be swimming, but what made you head up north for the next 4 years?
Even though it is a lot colder up in South Bend, Indiana than it is down here in Atlanta, I chose to swim at Notre Dame because when I visited, the coaches were extremely helpful. The facilities they have for swimming are incredible, and the campus just seemed like a great fit for me, and I had a lot of fun while I was there. So
That's great. I'm glad you'll have indoor swimming pools because it'd be quite chilly. Good luck.
Now we've got Lafayette-bound William Bulwark. William has been swimming for the past 12 years and will now swim at the collegiate level with the Lafayette Leopards. In his time here at Westminster, William has also played varsity lacrosse, so let's hear a few words from him now.
William, what made you want to go from swimming as a Westminster Wildcat to a Lafayette Leopard?
I chose to continue swimming at Lafayette because the team brings the same work hard, play hard attitude and has the same sense of community that I've come to love these past 4 years at Westminster. I'm thrilled to continue my swimming career at Lafayette, and go Leopards.
Congratulations, William, and good luck swimming next year as a Lafayette Leopard.
Good stuff, and congratulations once again, William. The signing diver in this group is Alex York. York has only been diving for 4 years, but won the Most Improved Award in his junior season and was named a varsity captain his senior year. Alex has decided to stay local and will be diving at Emory University. Let's head on over to M&M Talk.
Alex, Emory is based in Atlanta, so what made you choose Emory as a school for you?
I chose Emory because of its academics and athletics. However, I really like the idea of staying in Atlanta and getting to explore a different part of the city.
That's great, and we hope you make a splash at Emory.
Well, that does it for our varsity swimmers. To Peter, Connor, William, and Alex, we wish you the best of luck at the collegiate level. Now, you need to pay attention for these next two athletes because they're so fast, you might miss them. First up is the record breaker himself, Zachary Rowe. Zachary has broken 2 records here at Westminster and a whole lot more to come as he will now run both cross country and track and field at the University of Georgia. Zachary has been running cross country for the past 8 years and has been running track and field for the last 4. He certainly has left his mark here on Westminster, and we're excited to see what's to come for him in the future. Until then, he's standing by with M&M Talk.
Zachary, what made you want to stay in your home state of Georgia to continue your running career?
Yes, there were definitely a few things that really compelled me to stay in my home state of Georgia to continue my running career. One definitely being my family. I have 3 younger siblings, so I wanted to stay relatively close to Atlanta to watch them go through high school and things like that. And then also wanted to stay close to my church family and friends from Westminster, not necessarily from Westminster. And then I just really clicked with the team at UGA and with the coaches there. And I just got really excited about what I could possibly bring to the program and how they could coach me and teach me to success at the college level. So, I mean, after that, I didn't really feel the need or the urge to really look beyond Georgia's borders, if you will.
Congratulations and good luck. We can't wait to see you running in red and black next year. Go Dogs!
Thank you, Zach, and great work these past 8 years. We wrap up our runners with Catherine Vukovic. Catherine has been running both cross country and track and field for the past 7 years. In cross country, she won the Outstanding Career Contribution Award for all she's done for the program. This fall, Catherine will be heading up north to run for the University of Toronto. Now she is with Mason and Mary Louise. Congratulations, Catherine.
Catherine, you are our only international athlete this year. That's awesome. So what led you to want to run in another country?
I really just wanted to go to the University of Toronto because it fit both academically and athletically all of my wishes. The team is really amazing, and the competition is just as good as any U.S. school. And the academic side, I got into the program that I really wanted to, so it made perfect sense for me to attend that school.
Good luck, and make sure to stay warm.
And now to volleyball. Our last but certainly not least signee is Betsy Moore, who is signing to play volleyball at Washington and Lee University. Betsy, I think that is a great decision on your behalf. Betsy was a captain on this year's team, and she was a 4-year member of the varsity volleyball team, a state champion at the libero position. Betsy received many honors throughout her high school career, including Otter's Chicken Athlete of the Week, All-Area First Team, Academic All-American for this year, her senior year, and she eclipsed the 1,000 dig mark in October this year as well, which is a big mark. There's Betsy Moore, and she is standing by now.
Betsy, I know that your old high school teammate Maggie McSwain is on the WNL team. What do you think it would be like reconnecting on the college team together next year?
I'm so excited to play with Maggie McSwain again next year. We had 3 great years together as Wildcats, and I'm excited for 3 great years together as Generals. It'll be really nice already knowing someone on the team who can help me get the hang of things and show me the ropes. And I'm excited to see what's going to come as a General.
That's awesome, and congratulations. We had fun playing with you in 8th grade. We cannot wait to see where this next chapter takes you.
Congratulations to all of our athletes.
That was our last of our 24 signees, and we'd like to give a big thank you to everyone who's tuned in to our broadcast today. 24 student athletes from the class of 2020. We are very proud of you. Obviously, your spring seasons didn't end how we wanted them to end, but we're so proud that you're able to take your abilities and take them to the next level. And we can't wait to see what you do, especially some of you guys that are joining up with former Wildcats. That'll wrap up our WCAT coverage of Westminster Athletics signing day today. I'm Jack Hunter, and for our entire WCAT crew, we got James Solomon, James Carr, Parker Chalmers, our faculty advisor Daniel Searle, Reilly O'Neill, and the many more people behind this broadcast. We'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and this has been Westminster Signing Day. I'm Jack Hunter, and go Cats.